This is more than a show. It's the Great British Shooting Show, the biggest celebration of shooting in the UK, bar none. From airguns to optics, country style to sport, it's where every shooter belongs. 3 incredible days, from the 13th to the 15th of February 2026 at the NEC Birmingham. No distractions, just the very best of British shooting and beyond, all under one roof. Book now at shootingshow.co.uk.
Hi, Gary Chillingworth here for Airgun World Magazine, Shooting Country TV. Welcome to Life at the Range. Today we've got a really interesting video. We've got a gun review, and it's actually a rifle that I'm really excited about. It's a brand new thing for Air Arms. It's their first buddy bottle rifle I think they've ever done. I can't think of one that's ever been done. It's obviously the Vanguard X200. Now, this rifle is part of a series. You've got the Vanguard, which is the buddy bottle version. This is one we've got here. Well, at least I hope it is. I haven't actually unboxed it yet. Then you've got, and I'm just going to check, they've got the Virtue. I'll put a picture up. That's a sub 6 foot-pound version that's got diopter sights and things like that, which will be great for scouts and for 10-meter shooters and things like that. And they've also got the Valor, which is an FAC version coming out. Now, that's apparently going to go up to about 40 foot-pounds. And all the rifles are available in 177 and 22. I've heard, though, that the Valor might be available in other calibers, but don't hold me to that. Okay. I clearly don't know how to use a knife. What do we have here? I've been told that unboxing videos do very well on YouTube. Right, so here we have our rifle. A 350cc buddy bottle on the front. Adjustable cheek piece, which can be brought up, rotated round so that you've got, it's fully ambidextrous. Cocking lever can go both sides, and the butt pad goes in and out and up and down. It's a 500mm long barrel, a 943mm length, full length. Weighs 3.5 kilos, so it's light. Nice big safety on the side, and a side lever to cock it. Comes with 2 magazines, and which is covered up by the plastic, a single shot tray, and we fill it with a probe. And you even get some Allen keys. Well, I think what we need to do is we need to chuck a scope on it and then whip it out onto the range, and then we're going to see how accurate this thing is, because that's all I really care about. We're going to test it at 25 yards, 40 yards, and the reason we're going to do those two distances is in HFT, you shoot a 15mm at the maximum of 25 yards and a 25mm at the maximum of 40. We'll then push it out to 45, and we'll even try it at 55 yards to see if this is any good for field target. A couple of other bits that are really nice is you've got your standard UIT rail underneath, so you can fit a hamster if you want one. You've got your manometer, and this has got 160 bar already in it, and you've got a 1/2 inch UNF thread so that you can screw on a silencer. One other thing to talk about with this rifle, and we'll probably talk more about it when we're on the range, it's got a shot count of around about 100-120 rounds, but it only charges to 160 bar, and they've deliberately kept that as low pressure. Now, you might be thinking, well, it doesn't make a lot of difference, like, you know, most guns fill to 190. True, but from a practical point of view, how many times have we had an air cylinder and we've only had like 160 bar left in it, 150 bar left in it, and we've got to take it off and find somewhere to get it filled up? Because I hate to say it, there's a hell of a lot of like dive centres going out of business now, and getting your tank filled and things like that is hard. As this only goes to 160, you could certainly do it with a foot pump, a hand pump. I'm certainly not going to do that because that's too much like hard work. And a lot of these compressors you can buy, and Tilly did a great video on on, you know, the standard little short stroke compressors, you can use one of those to fill up, and you're not putting a huge amount of stress on the compressor because it's only going up to 160 bar. So if we can get the accuracy, and I'm sure we will, I think a low pressure rifle is a really good idea. But enough waffle, let's get out on the range. Okay, so we're going to start off at 25 yards. That's just down there. So our first target is 13, 15, 18. The tank is 20. The one where you see the card is 25, and then the other tank is 30. The square is 35. The Spitfire is 40, and the Rat is 45. That's just because we had a comment the other day. Saying, how do we know you're actually shooting at the range you're shooting at? Well, we won't cut, so we will put this down here. Hopefully, we'll put that there. Right, so what we're going to do now, we've got 25 yards. We're using JSB 844s in 452 head side. These are batch 54s from 2022. I've got MTC King Cobra. We've zeroed it in. I'm hoping this should be fine because I saw Matthew Gleaves use one of these for bench rest, and they're super accurate. Right, so we've got the single shot tray in, and let's see how we go. Well, I think we're finished there. It's got a 2-stage trigger. It's not the lightest trigger I've ever used, but it's perfectly acceptable, and not just for a rifle in this range. It's a perfectly acceptable trigger. I think they've deliberately not gone something super match light because I think a lot of people are going to use this for hunting. Right. Okay, happy with that. Okay, well, I think that's the target telling us to leave it there, and let's push out to 40 yards because there's no real point in keep on sticking through at 25 yards because it's just going pretty much through the same hole. We're resting the butt of the rifle on the ground, so we're nice and stable, but so far that's actually a match grade rifle accuracy wise. Yeah, very happy. I do like this polycarbonate stock because I shot at Buxted at the weekend, and as you can see by, I don't think you can see by my mat, but got absolutely covered in all types of mud. And when you've got a polymer stock, you can just wipe it down. So 40 yards. Okay, I tried shooting the shooting C's twice, and they keep on falling off. So we're going to stick a marker top left, and we're just going to shoot at that. Okay, so there's our marker. 3 shots on that, 40 yards. Let's see how we go. A little bit of wind left to right. Okay, happy with that. Through the same hole. Well, made the hole slightly bigger. Don't know if you can hear the wind in the trees. Right, wind's coming, feels like it's now coming from behind us, so that could make the pellets wobble a bit left and right. Okay, so pushed fractionally high. That could have been the wind coming behind us. But still, what, a couple of pellet widths. Right, let's do another one. Okay, happy with that. We'll do one more. Get in there. So I'm going to come off the rifle. Eyes got a little bit watery there. It's because I'm so emotional. It's a bit of wind. Okay, right. Don't mess up this last one, you idiot. Okay, I don't know if that dropped fractionally low, but we will obviously get the cards at the end and we'll have a look. Actually, just a thought. Let's see if the barrel is pellet fussy. Right, I've got some Barracuda 8s here. Let's just go down. Now, obviously, I haven't. Yeah. Obviously, I haven't set these up for Barracuda 8s. So let's just see. We'll go to the right-hand side of it. Okay, right. Let's stick 2 more on top of that. I think they're about 2 pellets lower. Did that go through the same hole? I don't know. It either went through incredibly well or I missed it completely. Right, we'll do one more, and then we'll push out to. Tell you what, we'll push out to 50. Okay, well, considering I hadn't set up for Barracuda 8s and we just grabbed this pin 10, which is a bit damp and manky, rifle doesn't appear to be pellet fussy. So let's push out even further and we'll see how we go. See how far we can get. Okay, so we managed to get 52 yards out there because I can't be bothered to start cutting things down. I'm not really used to shooting at this distance, but we're going to give it a go. Okay, so there's our marker. So we've got a bit of wind left to right. One thing I have noticed is at 45, I can see the pellet strike quite well. At 52, I'm struggling to actually see the strike. I wish it was a bigger hole. Okay, I'm not sure. We're still just going for the same thing that I can see. I think I pulled slightly left. I might be wrong, but it looks like they're on a line. I'm still aiming for the middle one. So we do have a little bit of wind out there. 2 more. Oh, okay, no, happy with that. I thought I'd pulled that. Right, last one. Last shot, say 52 yards. Okay, don't know if you saw, I snatched at that. I was on target. I just wanted to fire it. Okay. Take a breath. Well, I don't think that's half bad. So I'm going to go down, get the cards, and then let's have a look at it. We'll have a chat about this lovely Air Arms X200. I think it's a worthy successor to the old S200. I'm liking this rifle. Right, let's go get the card. Okay, so here's our bit of card. You can see the bits where I've been zeroing as well, but we'll put pictures up. This is our first one at 25 yards. You can see well within a 5p piece. I mean, that's a 20mm target. Then we moved out to 40 yards, which was this one. Now, I think this is the one where we hit high, but most of those went through that single hole there. We had one drop low, and over here was our one where we just grabbed a tin of Barracuda 8s, and that all seemed to be very, very good. Up here is our 52 yard shot. Most of them through there. We got pushed out on the right hand side a couple of times, but then again we do have wind left to right, so that would be expected. Oh. So what do I think for this sub £700 rifle? Well, it's certainly got accuracy. Let's not forget, I took this out the box 20 minutes ago, half an hour ago. I slapped a scope on top of it and we were getting that level of accuracy. My level of accuracy with this will only improve as I learn the trigger and I learn it more. I would put an eye cup on the back, and we've got this butt pad. Now for HFT, because I'm fat, I'm naturally higher off the ground, so I would need to drop this lower, and that's as low as that can go. But you can buy a cheap aftermarket butt pad on eBay for about £35 that's 3D printed. I've got one on my Gold Star that's lovely. Or spend a bit of money and get a one from PRS, because they are just quality work. Same, I would put a hamster on there. Standing. The balance is slightly to the back, so you can actually get nice and stable. That's actually very, very stable. I think what we've got to do now is, because we don't want this video to be like 40 minutes long, we're going to do a second video on this where we're going to go and shoot this in HFT. And I'll be honest with you, I think this rifle is good enough for me to compete with it in the Southern Hunters. So I will say this now. Next round of the Southern Hunters, which is, oh crap, Mile Oak, which I think is at Mile Oak, I'm going to shoot this and we'll see how we go. I'm not expecting to do massively well because I'm not particularly shooting well at the moment, but it's good enough for competition. So we'll do another video and we're going to do some practice, some freestanders and some supported standers, and then we're going to go and shoot it in an HFT competition. But yeah, it certainly should be a rifle that's on your list to go and look at, and it is very much a worthy successor to the old S200. The X200 from Air Arms. I think so far it seems to be a cracking little rifle. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other. We'll see you again in a couple of weeks. And we've got Back to Basics with Daystate, where we're going to be looking at freestanders and probably some supported standers as well. And I've got a new rifle. Daystate have been very kind, and we now have a Daystate for the channel. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we'll see you on the range again very, very soon. Ta-da!